Are Sweden getting a new major coaster for the 2023 season? Well, maybe. Last week, the Swedish park Furuvik teased a new attraction for the next season. They posted a short video introducing the name Lightning and the tagline Built for Speed. In this film, I will talk about what we know and try to draw some conclusions on what kind of attraction the park is getting. The park also sent out a press release stating that their old Schwarzkopf Jetstar 2 coaster Rocket is permanently closed, removed and put up for sale. Furuvik is a mostly family-oriented park with a long history that stretches over 100 years back. It features animals from all over the world and have a collection of flat rides, several family coasters and an interactive shooting dark ride. Furuvik also has a water park and a large stage for concerts. The park is located outside the city of Gävle, just about 2 hours north of Stockholm. Furuvik is owned by Parks and Resorts. They are famous for building the world's tallest wooden coaster and the first RMC in Europe, Wildfire, at the rather unknown park Kolmården, and somehow managed to fit a B&M invert into Gröna Lund, a park with no space left. Furuvik is missing a standout attraction that creates buzz, bringing the crowds. Will the owners once again surprise us and bring a world-class attraction to Sweden? But before we begin to speculate, let's have a look at what we know. Furuvik got a new kiddie coaster 2020 in Draken and have a Vekoma family boomerang from 2017. So a new, more intense coaster would be the logical addition to their lineup. The name and tagline clearly implies a really fast coaster or attraction. But since flat rides are seldom marketed with speed, I'm convinced it's a coaster the park is teasing. It could feature a launch, drop, or a unique element that's considered lightning fast. Since the deconstruction of Rocket has already begun, this project will take a little over a year to complete, from the groundwork to installation and testing for an opening in the late spring of 2023. This tells us that this is at least a medium-sized attraction, and once again, most likely a coaster. If the project was smaller, they could have kept Rocket running all summer and removed it in the autumn. Rocket was a fairly compact coaster located in the corner of the amusement park section of Furuvik. It had a footprint about 25 × 46 meters. The area around it is fairly open, with the bumper cars that was relocated from Gröna Lund in 2019 being the closest attraction. By clearing some land, they have an area up to approximately 50 × 70 meters. I don't remember exactly how the walkways are located in the trees behind the area and where the animals' enclosures begin, but maybe they can allocate even some more space. If the coaster will be tall or expand towards the water, it could feature an amazing view of the Baltic Sea, and it will be clearly visible from the park's newly opened hotel. So, this is all we know at the moment. Let the speculation begin. What kind of coaster could it be? Parks and Resorts has worked with almost all major manufacturers, so there's a lot to choose from. Based on the name, our first guess is a Zamperla Lightning coaster. Lightning is a series of compact and reasonably fast coasters available in different sizes. The smallest model could easily fit in the plot of land. But honestly, why would anyone really buy a Eurofighter clone from Zamperla? When it comes to larger coasters, their reputation are not that strong, even if some of the newer models actually look pretty good. So, even if they share name, I don't think it's a possible option. Next guess, or maybe I should call it a wish, is a new gen Vekoma. Vekoma has gone from being a company avoided by coaster fans to one of the most interesting manufacturers in the business. Lech Coaster and Formula in Poland turn everybody's heads around, and Phoenix at Forbes Summerland looks like it will be one of the best coasters in Europe when it opens later this spring. Vekoma offers several suitable models, both launched and with lift hill, but they are larger than the visible space and needs a lot of land to be clear for it to be able to fit. So a new gen Vekoma is probably something we have to wait for until Gröna Lund gets its extension plans approved. On to another dream, RMC or maybe Intamin single rail coaster. RMC offers a cookie cutter Raptor requiring a footprint of only 50 × 80 meters. So from a size perspective, it is perfect. The model is a proven success in the US, soon with 5 installations, and apparently most people prefer the smaller version to the larger one. It's not launched, but reaches a speed of approximately 85 km/h. It's really intense and could easily live up to the name Lightning. The height requirement is only 122 centimeters, making it suitable for riders of a young age. Intamin has their own single rail coaster, and the first version just opened in Australia this January. But I think the more proven RMC is a more likely choice. On to something slightly more realistic. Many parks in similar sizes to Furuvik have coasters built by Gerstlauer as their largest attraction, so we have to include it as a possibility. Their Eurofighter and Infinity coasters are available in compact cloned or custom versions and can be adapted to fit almost any plot of land. The Infinity coaster Junker at Powerland in Finland reaches a speed up to 105 km/h, so it definitely can be seen as built for speed. The coaster was such a success for the park, so they decided to get a second Infinity coaster. And it just so happens that Furuvik Sommarland in Denmark has a launched Gerstlauer with the name Lynne, or Lightning in English. So I think a Gerstlauer of any size is a very possible choice for Furuvik. Beside building the world's largest coasters, Intamin also have a series of smaller family launch coasters. They feature mostly close to the ground family thrill maneuvers and can reach speeds up to 90 km/h. The so far installed coasters have a mostly drawn out layout, so maybe this could be a terrain coaster, utilizing the beautiful landscape at Furuvik. And finally, a wildcard, the SNS Axis coaster. We know that the first Axis coaster have been sold and will open in Europe 2023, but still no park has released any news about it. Parks and Resorts has worked with SNS before and bought the world's only free-fly coaster named Tranan in 2009. The coaster is located at Skara Sommarland, another of their smaller parks. The Axis coaster would be a truly unique addition to the park and the European coaster market. But even if it features a top speed of 84 km/h, I don't think you really can call it built for speed. And for the general public, it will probably appear too similar to Gröna Lund's new B&M Invert Monster. SNS has also manufactured the super compact multi-launch coaster Gale Force, located at Playland's Castaway Cove on the US East Coast. It reaches a top speed of 103 km/h, and that is faster than Helix at Liseberg. It also features a beyond vertical drop at 100 degrees, a feature that would make it unique in Sweden. Maybe I have too high hopes for this, but don't forget the owner's track record and how they turned Kolmården into a destination park with the addition of wildfire. Anything is possible, and hopefully Furuvik will get an intense, maybe launched coaster suitable for riders above 1 meters 20 centimeter, which is exactly the same height requirement as wildfire. What do you think they will build? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. More information on the project will be released later this spring, and we will be back as soon as we know more. Thank you for watching, and please consider leave a like.